here. It's about 10:35 Eastern time. We are up $800 on this eval trade here. And why did we get into this trade? Well, first and foremost, let me get rid of this drawing here. First and foremost, you did have a supply area right here at the top. And I just saw that platinum. Let me draw it for you so you can see it. It was right here. And what happened was we got up to that top level. And let me zoom in here. We got up to that top level and I started to get my Maverick arrows going on over here, which is the fastest part of our indicator. I'm still green on the background because we were in quite an uptrend since the news. There was news in here. So when you have news, you have to take that into consideration, right? Because the instrument could be acting a little abnormal, or it could look like you're in some uptrend for, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, but you got to always use caution because of the news, right? By the way, none of this is financial advice. Please seek your own financial professional, all that stuff. But what I saw was we were coming up to the top of this resistance area, and I got my down arrow on the Maverick AI Pro. Along with that, what you'll see is on my Maverick Multi-X, which is keeping an eye on 6 time frames. So the 1 minute, the 2 minute, the 3 minute, the 5, the 10, and the 15. You can set these at whatever you want. I have them set at a faster pace. They were starting to really show red, like we were going to get denied at this level. Okay. So normally I wait for a break of the Maverick guide, which is this blue line way down here. But because we were at this resistance level and because we haven't been able to break this level and we came down with authority, my hunch as a trader, and again, trading is just a game of probability, is that we were potentially going to get rejected again. Now, my risk is, right on the other side of this resistance area, so no big deal there. You can see, sorry, I keep moving this around on you guys. Sorry about that. You can see that my Maverick Multi-X is showing red on the 1 minute chart, which is going to be your fastest indicator, your fastest chart. And remember, our Maverick, oh, there's a lot of red. Our Maverick Multi-X is looking at 6 time frames and 5 formulas per time frame. It's almost like having 5 human beings looking at a time frame and saying, are we going up or are we going down? And that's the power of that, right? We're not just looking at one snapshot, you having the 1 minute in front of you and saying, oh, are we going up or are we going down? It's like having 5 human beings all look at different criteria and saying, are we going up or are we going down? And 4 out of the 5 right now are saying, well, now 5 out of the 5 are saying we're going down. So I like to look at my fastest time frame to see, hey, where's the short term? Like, are we at a turning point or not, right? Because the 15 minute will be the slowest to turn. And if I had this at a 1 hour or a 2 hour, that's going to be really slow to turn. So I want to keep my eye on the fastest movers, which is the 1 minute, the 2 minute, the 3 minute, and have 5 separate formulas all looking at it to analyze, are we going up, or are we going down? Now we're up about $660 on this trade. We got our second down arrow, and it just went away there, but it could come back. We'll see how it is at the close of the bar. But we were getting an early indication that, hey, yes, that we are going to, the momentum is going to be on the downside. So we'll keep watching this trade. We'll check in on it. Yeah, we'll see. And we'll minimize our risk. I'll probably bring my stop up. And we were up about 800 and something dollars on this trade. But what you'll also notice is, yes, we got the bright green Maverick AI Pro candles. This is your strongest candle you can have for the up direction, right? Bright green, up, 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 up. You got the green arrows. And then when it hit this resistance area that we've seen platinum get tripped up before, this was not a surprise. Guess what? You went from lime green, these bright green candles, to a doji candle, to a dark green candle. And now if we can just kind of turn here, and quite frankly, it could take a little while, but if we could just turn here, then we'll be all right. And maybe we can take the profit down to either the Maverick guide, which is your blue line. Remember, we go long if we're above it or short if we're below it. I'm breaking a little bit of rules here just because of my trading experience. We could take it down to the Maverick 200, right? Okay. Or we could say, hey, you know what? It's coming up, it's coming down, boom, boom, boom. Well, how, right here feels good to me because that's like the top of the last, like, real area it got hung up on. That you have to make those decisions, not financial advice. That's all up to you. Now we could also just chop around for a little bit. That's a potentialness as well. Okay, so let me squish this in so I get it better for you guys. Sorry, I wasn't planning on recording my screen here, but okay, great. We're starting to show gray candles. Remember, on the Maverick AI Pro, gray means indecision or a reversal. Okay, so we have the green candles, but if we can start getting some gray candles, then some red candles or some pink candles, boy, do we love pink candles, we'll be in good shape. Okay, so I'm going to let this play out. There's the gray again. We got a down arrow. So I'm feeling pretty good about this. And let's see where it goes. So we got a nice breakdown here. We're up about 1,300 on this trade. Let me scooch this over real quick, just so better visibility. And let me shrink that a little bit. There we go. So what are we looking at here? We came up to a resistance area. We got a down arrow from the Maverick AI Pro. We're fully red on the 1 minute, the 2 minute, the 3 minute, and almost the 5 minute now. We got another down arrow from the Maverick AI Pro. We've been coming up green, and then we started to go dark green, and now we're gray, which is, remember, indecision or reversal. Sure looks like a reversal. We're up $1,500 on four contracts of platinum. I believe platinum pays $5 a tick. So it's not one of the big boys, but it still pays decent per tick. Now we could get hung up on this 200, okay? So, all right, so it's coming down. Yeah, so, I'm going to keep a close eye on the Maverick 200. And you can see it's still green because we're not below it. But look what we're breaking right now. We are breaking the Maverick guide, and that is that blue line right here. Okay, so the blue line is your Maverick guide. When we're above the Maverick guide, we go long. When we're below it, we go short. Again, this was a very strong supply area that, hang on one second, let me do this. It's a very long supply. I want to make sure I'm taking profit off the table and break up a couple of these contracts. That was a very strong resistance area, I guess I should say. So you can see it respecting the Maverick guide here, but if we can get a break below the Maverick guide, we're going to be in darn good shape. Okay, so we're still up about $1,300. And we still have that green background because the trend was up for a really long time. And this just might be a small pullback. I mean, you can see how this is pulled back like this previous, right? So I might give it a little bit of room. Uh, the one the 1 minute before the turn of a 5 minute bar and the 1 minute after. Okay, so I'm trading on 5 minute bars. 1 minute before and 1 minute after, I'm always cautious. There's a lot of stop loss grabs here. So you can see I just moved my stop up a little bit. Give it room around this first minute of a new bar. I'm always like careful around there. So I'm just going to put my stop right here, right above the Maverick guide. I don't want to let too much profit get away from me if this is just a temporary pullback that I'm in. Again, if you didn't have the Maverick 200, if you didn't have the Maverick guide on here, if you didn't have the arrows, if you didn't have the color coded bars, you just didn't, It's a good gauge for steam, right? We were coming up and we were bright green. Then we hit that resistance area and we went to dark green and then to gray. So you're not just seeing price action, but you're seeing like momentum and steam and energy. And right now it's gray, and that means it's either indecision or a reversal. So we went from bright colors to darker green to gray. Now if we can get some red or pink, oh my goodness, we'll probably break right past that Maverick 200 and turn it red. But the 200 is very strong, right? It's very strong. You can see we are stacked pretty red on our Maverick Multi-X, which is looking at 6 different time frames, 5 formulas per time frame to tell us if we're going up or we're going down. We're up about $1,500 now. Got a down arrow, which I love. Again, that's not a sell signal. That is telling you, hey, your fastest part of this entire formula is saying down. And that's where we want to look. Because when you get a turn, it always starts with the fastest part of the formula, right? The slowest part of the formula is the slowest part to show it, right? Okay, so we're below the Maverick guide, but we're above the 200. Not where I would ever trade. I would never take a trade here. So in thinking like that, I would never take a trade being between the Maverick guide and the 200. Well, now I'm going to play it pretty close, right? Because if I wouldn't enter a trade here, that doesn't tell me that I'm confident that it'll keep going, right? Okay. Still bearish. And let's see if we could just pull, I don't know, 13 to 14 out of this, okay? 1,300 to 1,400. Let's see. Okay, so broke up two contracts, got it one right above the Maverick guide, one a little bit above that. And now this is going to be kind of a squeeze between the Maverick guide and the 200. Still red on my Maverick Multi-X. Oh, down arrow. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Come on back. And again, this could just be a temporary pullback, right? That we took down for a very nice profit. Well, there you go. See, it was respecting the 200. We had it on our chart. We had it color coded. We knew it was green. And look how it's just respecting this. And we didn't really get a close below the Maverick guide, right? So what does that tell us? That we're in the wrong trade? No. We're up $1,500 at one point. What it tells us, and that was probably a quick like 1350 right there. What it tells us though is to use caution. Know where you are, know your environment, right? Know your environment. And that it could respect this 200, and you got to have a heads up and take profit.
If you're interested in either one of these flagship indicators, the Maverick AI Pro, which is going to color all your bars and give you that guidance on the chart, or the Maverick Multi-X, which is looking at 6 different time frames, 5 formulas per time frame, so you don't have to have 6 monitors in front of you. You can have one indicator that tells you what you need. Go to maverickindicators.com. That's maverickindicators.com.